Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Do you practice that all week?
I do.
Wow, that's very impressive. Okay, ready? I get to go now. Hi. No, I got nothing. I can't even do it. I'm not even going to try. Guess what, Samantha? I tip my hat to you. Hi, friends of the podcast.
Hi,
you know
everybody.
what? Sometimes a girl's just got to realize when she can't match it, she can't match it.
I got pipes, man. I'm not saying I sing on key or anything like that, but when you need me to be loud, I'm your girl.
You're the girl. You are
I'm
the
the girl.
girl. You are the girl, Samantha, right? How you doing?
I'm okay.
Well, first off, I want to get this out of the way. We're not in the car. I feel I need to air that because
why do you always?
Because I felt that on Twitter somebody was trying to shame us.
Oh, that was John Jamingo.
John Jamingo. But I admitted it. Yeah, it was you. It was you. I admitted it.
It was you.
Just having some fun because I'm reading the tweet and it says 2 girls we record in a car. I'm like, I don't think you do.
Most
of
usually
the time.
we do. Just not lately. Right?
Just not lately.
We're going to be back in the car.
I would say 25% in the car, 25 or 75% with me.
Well, guess what? That sounds like a challenge to change that.
Oh, God, shut up.
That sounds almost like a call to action.
That's right.
To action. Okay.
Right? You know I can't have him be right.
Right. So that means I get to go to bed now instead of being up here until almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
There you
Okay,
go.
stop complaining.
Okay, now we got to stop fighting because then people hate
Stop
that, John.
complaining.
Who,
Yeah,
me complain?
Yeah, you?
All right, ladies.
All right. Okay, so we are not in the car. We are in our own respective homes.
Airing the dirty laundry again.
Well, you know what? I
don't think anybody cares. You know what people care about, Lisa?
What?
They care if we do a podcast every week. Because you know why? Every Friday, they get their wine, they put their feet up, they get a snack, and they go, Lisa and Sam are here. Let's have some fun.
Ain't that the truth? Give me a hell yeah. And that's what Stone Cold would say. He's a wrestler, Samantha. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You're absolutely right. That's what's important. Not where we are. It's what we are and what we do.
You know, I feel like I could go out as like a voice actor. Like if all you people needed in your life was somebody to go, hell yeah, woohoo! I'm your girl.
You are. I'm not that girl because I got a funny voice. Right? Like my voice, I don't even know whose voice it ever sounds like.
You sound like Kermit every once in a while. So.
Do I? And if I drink too much wine, the HHG says I sound like a 14-year-old boy.
You do.
Which
you
is a little
down
creepy.
You go down like 3 octaves, and I'm like,
I do.
She's 4 glasses too far.
Right? And then the funny thing with that is that then the next day, so that's usually on a Friday night, right? After I've had too much wine. Then the next day, I'm at home with Mike on a Saturday, and Mike's like, oh, are you starting to get a cold? Because your voice sounds funny. I'm like, maybe. Scratchy. Right? Because what am I supposed to say? Oh, no, it's my drunk 14-year-old self coming out?
Because I'm still drunk from the night before.
It's like the HHG always says that she wants to be a 14-year-old boy. I don't want to be a 14-year-old boy, but I have the voice of the 14-year-old boy to go along with the 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I feel. So Samantha,
a little
you've been
creepy.
Hibernating?
I think I'm going to go full hibernation soon.
I've been
and
worried about you.
There's not even a snowflake.
I've been worried about you. You kind of go off the grid a little bit, like between like 8 and 10, right? And I'm like, she's either a couple things, friends of the podcast. My girl's either hibernating, sleeping on the couch, or just very, very enthralled in a show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, right? And then sometimes I'll send you the message saying, you know what, I'm tapping out, I'm done. And then sometimes you reply right away, and then I'm like, okay, she's good. Other times, when I know there's time in between, I'm like, oh, she's sleeping on the couch.
She's sleeping on the couch.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know you.
Sam is bored in the house. She's in the board. And she's in the board.
That's a TikTok. I'm bored in the house. I'm bored in the house. Bored in the motherfucker house.
No, that's not how it goes.
That's a TikTok.
I know, but that's not how it goes.
It's something like that.
It's Sam's bored in the house. She's in the house bored. Bored in the house. That's
I think my way is better.
No, it's not.
Your way's kind of boring. You're boring in the house. She's boring in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe a little bit of that. So do I look any different?
No.
No.
Why? Should you?
Hello. I've been married for 20 years today.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, Samantha.
You cover up your gray. How am I supposed to tell?
I don't cover it up that great right now. I need a haircut. Hair color. Got to make a call. Yeah, 20 years. 20 years. 20 years.
20 years is pretty good.
It's a lifetime.
He needs to stop flashing stuff on the screen.
He does, because it's going to throw us off, right? And then we're going to get mad, and we're going to have a fight. And then he says he's got stuff to do after. He's not going to get to do it, because he's going to have to do more work, because we're going to say, can you take out all that middle part? And then he's not going to remember to take it all out. And then we're going to send him a message tomorrow when he's busy saying, I think you forgot this part. So, right?
Oh my God, it's a slippery slope.
We're just trying to do our part, which was, can we get it done?
Yes. Okay,
right?
So have you and Mike signed on for another year?
Yeah. We are going to go for 21. We just only do 1 year at a time because it's too overwhelming, right?
It's too overwhelming.
It's too overwhelming, right? And let's be honest. It's funny. On Facebook today, Pauline, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Is it El?
I don't know.
Friend of the podcast. She asked the details on she wanted to know the details on how Mike and I met.
Oh.
And so I said, well, I can tell them on the podcast tonight. And then she's like, I want his version. Well, his version's going to be, he wish it never happened. So end of story, Pauline.
We're done.
You went from having hearing a potentially really awesome story told by me to Mike Gibson's version. You know what? Looking back, I wish we never met. Right? And that's exactly what he would say. Right?
Of course. That's exactly what Michael would say.
Yeah. He reminded me again today that what's mine is mine and what his is mine. And I'm like, thank you. Because that's always a big thing, right? I want to make sure that rule's still in place. And it is. And I'm like, that's good.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the Gibsons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we did converse a little bit yesterday.
Oh my God. It was like old school, hey?
Because we were watching the same thing.
Yes. We were. I made my heart happy because it felt like we were like back in the old days when we liked the same shows.
Okay, but what did we watch, Lisa?
We watched Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Also known as the train wreck from hell.
Oh my God, there's so many bad people on there. But weren't they smart? Weren't they smart?
They left her to the end.
They kept the ringer to the end.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right?
And when we say ringer, we mean...
the Tiger Queen.
The Tiger Queen? Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. And she lived up to all the horrible hype that we thought she would. It was worth the whole 2 hours.
Oh my God. Oh, right? Yes. It was.
All of it. I don't know if Mike said to me today, he's like, well, did you watch the results? And I'm like, I never even thought about the results.
I didn't. I wonder who got voted off.
I don't know, because I don't know if I want to commit 2 nights to it.
No, I only want to commit. I only want to watch a dance, to be honest.
I don't care about who goes on, right?
Yeah, I don't care. But she was horrible.
Oh my God. She was like, she was so bad.
And then when they stop dancing and then the judges talk and then they try to converse with the dancer and the pro, she wouldn't talk.
No, she awkward.
And I'm like, can you not breathe? Is that
she's probably been told by all of her lawyers, you keep your mouth shut and you don't say anything. Right? I bet you that's the whole thing, right? And she probably took it so literally because I don't think she plays with a full deck.
No, I don't think she plays with a full deck either.
Crazy. It was so crazy. So crazy.
So AJ McLean started the show, and then I kind of was paying attention, and then I lost interest, and all I thought was, I'm never going to get to the end.
I lost a lot of interest. I think I picked it back up with Anne Heche and thought, what's with your hair?
Oh my God, did she not seem drunk?
Like something was not right, or she took too much Ativan or something, right? Like
something was happening,
right? Like too many pills to have a good sleep at the lake type of thing.
Did her face not look weird?
Like everything just did not. I don't know. Why you and I
Okay.
aren't hosting it, I don't understand.
I don't know. Okay,
Right?
but Tyra Banks is hosting it.
I think she's a
And,
train wreck. I think she's a hot mess.
She's a hot mess.
She's a hot mess. And yet they promise all of this great stuff. I'll take the old man and
Yes.
and the lovely lady. Tyra Banks, she's not remembering her words. She don't know her lines. Her hair looks messy. Right? She looks like she's sweaty. I don't know
She
what
is
outfit.
sweaty.
What outfit she wearing? I'm like, oh
She's
my.
wearing, I'm just like, why can't we just have Tom Bergeron?
Yeah.
He at least was funny.
I think Tyra Banks was trying to give the Tiger Queen a run for her money. I would have to say, I don't know who was a bigger train wreck. Ugh. It was bad. It was bad,
Yeah,
man. It was
a-
really, really bad.
It was a bad first night. It was a bad first night.
And then my boy Nelly, who I love, right? Hot in here, right? I love him. He has no rhythm. Put on the fancy pants, and he can't dance. And I'm like, in your video, that's all you do, is dance, right? Right?
He was wearing running shoes.
Which they didn't like.
No, they did not.
They did not like. So I think I think they probably had their swan song, right? So, and friends
Oh
of the
my God.
podcast, there's
Yeah.
your rundown. There's your weekly rundown of
You don't
Dancing
even
with
need
the
to
Stars.
watch it. We'll always tell you something about it.
Always. Until at least she's like, unless she's eliminated, then we don't care.
No, and then we don't care.
Right? Then we're out. Then we don't care.
Okay, but even more around Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
The family of Carol Baskin's missing husband
I know.
aired an ad during Dancing with the Stars.
Like they are not done with her, hey? Like it's like as though they might as well go to her, take her by her long blonde hair, and just drag her back through the mud, right? Because we're not done with you, bitch, right? If you're gonna be on TV, we're gonna be on TV with you.
Yes.
Wow. Hey.
Well, and then what was it? It was, have you seen him? Like, she might have. I don't
Right? And meanwhile, like they say he's been dead for like 20 years or something crazy,
Yeah.
like a long time.
They've never found him.
No, right? No, because he was probably fed to the tigers.
Oh, for sure he was tiger
Yeah,
food.
so like, you're never gonna catch him, right?
Chop, chop here, chop, chop there.
Right? But they take out all this money to do these ads, and I'm like, God, right? They got to get their, I guess they got to get their 2 cents in.
I love that. Like, that's the
So
only
crazy.
reason I watched that show.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So Samantha,
Ah.
we talked about watching Drew Barrymore's season premiere.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
No, I missed the first episode. I did, however,
Mm-hmm.
catch it on parts of it on the YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And she had the girls from Charlie's Angels.
Uh-huh.
And that was kind of cool.
Yep.
But I will confess,
Okay.
I did tape the second show, which was yesterday.
Yes.
I can't.
Can't do it?
I can't. It's, you know what? It's how I felt about Kelly Clarkson.
Okay,
In the
now that
beginning.
you said that, here's something odd, right? So originally I had told you I accidentally missed it, and I didn't see the premiere. I've
Okay.
seen 2 and 3. I can't either. I can't.
I can't.
I
I'm
can't.
like, I think she's too cheery.
I think she's trying to one up Kelly Clarkson, and I don't think you can.
I don't know, but you know, like they have this like hologram thing working for them, which is kind of cool. And then she was trying to do like, it's just too over the top right now for me.
Her okay, so here's my thing. Her expressions on like the people that she's so like Reese Witherspoon being on her show, like that's great, right? They're friends. You don't need
Yeah.
all that like calm it down. Like, she needs to roll it back. She needs to dial it back.
But Ross Matthews, who I follow on Instagram and love very much, wants us to love Drew Barrymore. He loves it, and he wants everyone else to love it. And I love me some Ross Matthews because
I do too.
I follow him on it. If he had a show, I would watch him.
We used to, remember? Years ago he had one.
I loved him, and no one else did.
Oh, just me and you. Only
Yeah.
Lisa and Sam.
Well, he does this thing on his IG called Rossipes because he's like trying to lose weight and stuff, and he's doing really well.
Yeah.
And that in itself, even though he's just cooking something, is highly entertaining and more so than Drew Barrymore.
Oh. So here's the thing, right? What do you do with Drew Barrymore?
You know what? Let her shake it out.
Yeah.
I think we need to revisit this in a week or two when she like levels it out.
Yeah. I still feel that it's more of a nighttime vibe than a daytime vibe.
I think she even admitted that.
Did she? So
Yeah. So
right again, right? I'm Team Kelly, which I didn't think I ever would be. Right, y'all. Right?
Y'all.
But I'm Team Kelly from home, and she premieres on Monday.
Oh.
And I hope it's from home. I hope it's from home.
Oh, okay. You told me to PVR. Who was it last night?
Wendy Williams on Seth Meyers.
I didn't.
Oh.
How did she do? Was she a hot mess?
A bit of a hot mess. I always feel like Wendy is like behind the conversation because she's too stoned to answer the questions properly. I always feel like somebody needs to like hit her from behind, like, come on, like burping a baby, like, come on, Wendy, like spit it out, right? Because he'll ask a question and all of a sudden she's just like, yeah, and it's like, hey, yeah to what? Yeah to what? The world's wait, but no. But entertaining, right? Because
God, yeah.
Wendy as a hot mess is entertaining.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah. So, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
next Monday.
Interesting. I was watching, it's funny as we get into the beginning of the fall, right? You know, when we're getting closer to the American election. I was watching some presidential shows. Donald Trump had a town hall, which was interesting. But on the View the other day, they were saying that how would the world feel about Joe Rogan hosting a presidential debate? Well, Joe who? Because I feel this year, and I think I'm sounding really negative, and I don't mean to, right? Because I'm happy and go lucky. But I feel that Joy is showing her 78 years this season. I feel she is. So they were saying, is he a horrible choice, or is he a draw for the young voters?
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I don't listen to his podcast. I used to listen to him when he was doing MMA, and I used to watch a bit of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know what? If he did a presidential debate, I'd listen, because I will listen to anybody do a presidential debate. That's my gig.
I think he would actually be okay with the presidential debate, because he just sits back when he asks questions. He sits back and he listens to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't butt in. He just lets them roll and tell their whatever.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that he actually would not do too bad at it.
But
and he's had some pretty interesting guests on his show too.
Yeah, the problem, though, if he's going to do a debate, is that he has to have a fact checker, right? Because on last night's town hall debate, George Stephanopoulos, every time Donald Trump opened up his mouth with something that was wrong, he's like, actually, that wouldn't be correct. That's not what it's true. That's not what you said. That's not the policy. So Joe would have to have he'd have to have a sidekick that would be doing that, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it would be interesting. I would watch it for sure.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and because Joe Rogan he sold his show to Spotify, right?
Right.
So now he's got, he's a brand new guy. He's got new podcasting digs.
Oh.
And they look like an intergalactic spaceship.
Really? So he's like, here's George Jetson.
A little bit. And it's
Wow.
it looks like a pod thing, and it's weird lighting and shit.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
really.
So is this what happens when you get $145 million for your show? You get weird?
You want to give me $145 million for I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, you can put me in whatever you want to put me in. Just saying, right?
It just looks weird. It just looks a little don't get me wrong. I really enjoy Joe Rogan. I listened, and I'm selective because I don't listen to every podcast. It's based on who the guest is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like me and Dax Shepard.
Yeah. And actually, I must give props to John Domingo, because he's the one that listens to Joe Rogan, and I happen to be listening to Joe Rogan with him, and I'm like, okay, this guy makes sense. I don't mind him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't mind him. I never listen to him, that's all. That's all. Huh. I don't know if I want to be in a spaceship doing the podcast. Just saying, it might not be my thing. But here's something interesting, Samantha. Did you know, so the goddamn pandemic, right? It's affecting everything, as we know, right?
Yes.
It's wreaking havoc everywhere. Guess what? It's affected whether or not new flavored Peeps are going to be released for Halloween and Christmas. And as of right now, no new Peeps.
So
the world will not receive that new icky, yucky, marshmallow, green Christmas tree, orange pumpkin, white ghost this year. They're not.
And
doesn't look like they're coming.
Are we sad about that? Or?
You know what? You couldn't pay me to put a Peeps in my mouth. I think it's disgusting. Right? And I like sugar.
Yes, you do.
Just say it. I like sugar, and I'm not eating a Peep.
You are not eating a Peep.
I don't think Peeps were ever meant to be big in Canada. I always thought Peeps were in the States, and then somehow they just came over. Like, yeah, but keep them there.
Yeah,
keep them in the States.
Somehow came over.
I don't think we needed them.
No, we don't.
No.
Okay, but speaking of weird things,
yeah,
and things that you put in your mouth that you shouldn't.
Okay, and that's a weird conversation right there that could be potentially having. Right?
Keep your dirty mind to yourself.
Keep your dirty mind, Samantha. Girls got to have a dirty mind during the pandemic, you know. Just saying. Right? I'm just saying.
On Facebook the other day, someone in our group posted. Was it Lori?
I don't remember who it was.
I can't remember who it was. Sorry, I apologize if I got you wrong.
We got to do better with that.
Yeah. On Facebook, a pumpkin spice hot dog was posted, and it was like, would you eat it? And I'm like, why would you even like make it? Why would you do that to a hot dog?
Why would you do that to a hot dog?
Like, and I like pumpkin spice. And I like hot dogs. I would not eat a pumpkin spice hot dog.
No, like,
like, are you layering it with pumpkin and spice? Are you making a hot dog out of pumpkin?
They were like injecting the wiener with the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know what? Nobody needs to take the glorious taste of a wiener and add other shit to it. The hot dog is a perfect creation on its own. Leave it alone, right?
Exactly.
Some mustard, some ketchup, some relish, maybe some kraut. Leave it. That's the end of it. That's your hot dog. Right? You don't need the chili. You don't need the other shit. Just keep it simple.
I like chili. I'm going to stop you there.
It's messy. You don't need it, Samantha.
Well, of course it's messy. You eat with a fork and knife anyways. What's the big deal?
Fair enough. Although, remember, I did have that coleslaw dog, and that was yummy.
Yes, you did enjoy that.
I quite enjoyed that. So you're right. I didn't like the one, remember, I didn't like the one that, remember, had the macaroni and cheese on it.
Oh, yeah.
That seemed too much. Seemed wrong.
John thinks that we should not use the word injecting in the same sentence as a hot dog. Or a wiener. Sorry,
I think
wiener.
That a hot dog just needs to be left on its own.
Okay.
I'm okay if you want to do the dill pickle and the corn dog thing. That seemed wonderful.
Don't. No. That was an assault to the pickle.
That seemed okay.
Don't start. That was disgusting.
I thought the pickle could take it.
Ugh.
I'm just saying.
That was nasty. So
leave
nasty.
Leave the hot dog alone. Out of all the food in the world, don't mess around with perfection.
I think the hot dog gets messed with quite a bit. So
too much, right? Too much. Too much gets messed with.
So your Tuesday Facebook was on fire again, Lisa.
Oh my goodness, Samantha! How do I keep coming up with these things?
I don't know, but It was six fun soups. What were you going to get rid of? It was apparently the consensus was mushroom.
I know, right? And it was funny because I just thought of mushroom. I hate mushrooms, right? Because I'm allergic. But I like Campbell's cream of mushroom soup because it's fake mushroom, right? So I didn't pick that. I picked cream of broccoli, which was another popular one that people wanted. Then I was surprised. That some people had never had, the dirty hippies never ever had French onion soup.
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cindy Harder, who we used to work with, got an issue with soggy bread. Only time bread soggy is allowed in the French onion soup. It's the only time the bread can be soggy. It's the exception.
Yeah. Right? It was funny. Everybody, there were so many comments, and I'm like, oh my God.
What I thought would get the kick is I thought that people would kick chicken noodle, and not, it kind of was like left, because then people I think left it alone because
Caroline kicked chicken noodle, and I said, girl, you need chicken noodle if you're sick. And she was like, you did not clarify what chicken noodle soup.
I know, right?
I'm like, you got me.
People like they're getting particular, right? They're getting particular.
Because she likes Lipton chicken noodle soup. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the only one that I like too. I don't like the chicken
right.
noodle. My kid's sister likes chicken noodle in the can. I don't like that one. I like in the package.
I don't know. It was a good one though. I'm just
That was
saying.
fun. What
right?
the hell am I going to do this week?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you guys want to have that much fun too, join our Facebook group. This is where we're having all the fun. Is in our Facebook group. I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, and it is so funny. Everybody is posting such great content. Not just us. Other people post content too. So join in, ask your friends to come take a listen to us, see if they like us. Ask them to come to Facebook and join the group. It's fantastic. We have a lot of fun, a lot of conversations happening. So, do your thing. And we're on Instagram too.
Yeah.
Not as much going on Instagram.
It never seems to. Today
It's more of a looky-loo, I think.
I guess it is, right? Today there was
Yeah.
a couple comments that I have to get back to.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, absolutely. And Samantha, I want to give another shout out this week to our friend Jocelyn, who's making the scrunchies.
Oh, okay.
Right? So again,
Yes.
everybody go to her Instagram page, Handmade by Brett Jerry, and check out her handmade scrunchies. Apparently today was New Scrunchie Day.
Oh, cool.
I know, right? So there was some new ones. So DM her, find out the prices. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We're just supporting people we know.
Okay.
All right.
And speaking of support, if you want to support us, you can go to Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/ishakemyhead. And you can support us for as little as $2 a month. But if you do $5 a month, you'll get extra content a couple of times a month. Plus, you'll get the show a day early, which is Thursday. And, and every once in a while, we'll throw in a bonus episode for you. So
You just never know.
you never know.
You never
Also, we have product on Threadless. So that's www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com. And you can have masks. Masks are apparently a big thing now.
Yeah.
And
And we have kids' masks.
Yes. And we
Right?
don't recommend the leggings. We don't recommend leggings.
Don't
I don't need to see my fat face on a leg.
Although I'm still waiting to see them.
It's unnerving.
I'm still waiting to see the picture.
Yes. And apparently you can put us on a shower curtain.
We're a shower curtain. We're T-shirts. We're hoodies. We're sweatshirts. We're bags.
Yes. It's crazy.
We're mugs. We're everything.
We're also part of the Podbean family. That is where we originated from. So we are very happy to promote them. It's actually a pretty decent podcast app. If you need something to listen to, go there. And also Low Tree Studios Podcast Network. We are part of their network. That just means our podcast can be listened to on their website as well. But you could also find out some new podcasts there as well. So off you go, people.
Have some fun. Samantha, I got to give you an update. Even though it's fall, guess what? The pigeons are still around.
Of course they are.
Oh, my goodness. No, but we had been on a bit of a reprieve, right? Because we thought, remember the crows scared them away?
Yes.
So how our apartment is, friends of the podcast, is my patio looks kind of across like a little bit of a courtyard, I guess you could say, right? Some grass and a bit of a courtyard. And then there's another patio similar, I say it's across the road, but it's not a road, it's across some grass. So now there's a pigeon that sits, as I say, on the patio, on the apartment across the grass, and they just like eyeball us, and then they swoop, and they'll swoop over onto the patio, but not land, and then do like a big U-turn and go back. What is that about? That is pigeons with piss-ass attitudes. Tyra.
I think
Choked.
they know they're not wanted, but they also want to make sure their presence is still felt.
And it's still felt, right? Because guess what? We got the guns back out.
Oh,
Because we had put the guns away. Water guns, back out. The big ones.
Oh my God.
Right? The super soakers back out. And guess what? I tell you, right? Mike's got the broom. He's got the broom. He's not afraid to hit.
He's not afraid to hit.
He's not afraid to hit. He hasn't hit yet, but if he connects, it'll be their own fault. It'll be their own fault if they connect.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying, okay?
That is so sad.
Here's something interesting. Again, right, because the world is in the pandemic. Did you know that over 80% of millennials have completed a DIY project since the pandemic started?
Congratulations, you have a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, so like I didn't check to see like if our Rael, our millennial, if she's been doing that, she's going to be a pharmacist. I don't think she's doing DIY unless she's like concocting pills and shit. Right? I think she's too busy with school. She better be too busy with school, right? She's got school and she's got a nice boyfriend, so that should be all she's doing. No DIY projects. But the Gibsons, we kind of have a DIY project going on. Because DIY stands...
I'm sorry, there was a pause. Do you want me to talk now?
No, I'm just telling you something. I'm not asking you a question. I'm telling you a story.
Yes, I know. Okay.
Okay.
What have you not yet finished, Lisa?
No, it's a DIY, right? Which means do it yourself. So now what the Gibsons are doing is we're now making room for one more of everything because it's fall, going into winter.
That's your DIY project?
Yeah, so like in the cupboards, for example, right? Where normally in the summer we only have 2 of everything. Now we are making room for 3 of everything because, as I was told, right, it's going to be cold. It's going to be winter. If we're running low on shampoo, we don't need to just run out and get another shampoo. We should just make sure now that we have 3 instead of the 2 that we've had all summer. You see how I got you there? See how I took you on that journey?
That's a sad journey of OCD.
Right? Right? So now that's what the Gibsons are doing. We're making room for one more of everything.
Yes.
Right? Because we had cut back to just 2 of everything. Really, it's still 3, right? Because you got the 1 in use and the 2 in backup. Now we're going to have the 1 in use and the 3 in backup. Because God forbid we have to go to the grocery store an extra time during the week in the winter.
Hilda
we don't have to do it now.
I know, but Hilda has taught him well.
Oh, I tell you, right?
Is Heather like this?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I can't imagine that Heather's like this. No. I don't think Heather's like this.
Are any of the other kids like this?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that. And if they are, then I don't think like Brian would be like this because I got to believe Betty Jo is strong enough to put up a fuss and say, we don't need 3.
I feel like this is not driven by Mr. Gibson.
No, I think this is driven by Hilda.
This is driven by Hilda.
And Mike was the baby.
I think when we were there,
yeah,
and that first couple of days we spent there in July, and I saw a different side of Barry Sr. Let's just grab a glass of wine, girls, and enjoy the sunset. And I'm like, he's drinking a glass of wine.
And he's okay doing nothing right now. He likes to still putter, but he also doesn't mind doing nothing.
Oh my God. And I'm like, I can have a glass of wine with you. Sure, let's go down and watch and it was lovely. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was,
but I was just like, does Hilda know you're drinking at the lake?
Right? Right?
Not just beer. We're drinking some wine.
We're drinking some wine, and thank God we're drinking your Baileys.
I know. And then I'm thinking, Barry, how much Baileys are you drinking?
Well, this time it wouldn't have been much because Lisa and Sam drank it all.
Yes, we did.
But normally I think he probably does okay.
Oh my God. Like, because I feel like Barry could live without 3 things in his fridge or 3 things in a cupboard.
I think he could. I think he's learned over probably the 75 years of being married to have 3 things in his cupboard, right? So, but I don't think that he thinks necessarily he needs to go and buy them.
No.
Right? Right? And definitely this is the first week that we're really doing it because right now we have a toothpaste that we're using, 2 toothpastes in the cupboard. Oh. And Mike said, and grocery shopping day is tomorrow. And Mike looked at the list that I made and Mike said, oh, did you want to add another toothpaste? Yes, I do, because I forgot it's fall now and we don't want to have to make that extra trip through the winter. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just going to keep me hostage or something, and I don't know. Right? We survived the pandemic just fine. And if we could have, Samantha, and if I could have seen people, I could have given you and the HHG supplies for the pandemic. Right? We couldn't see each other, so I couldn't help you. Right?
Well, you never know.
Just saying, right? I'm just
my
saying.
God.
Right? So crazy.
So crazy.
So crazy.
Okay, but speaking of like things that are getting crazy, Starbucks is going strawless again.
Oh, right?
Yeah. It's a new lid, and actually I've already seen the lid. It's a new lid for cold beverages with no straw hole. It's just a sippy hole. There's no more straw. It's just a sippy. It's like a sippy cup. It's a sippy cup.
So they've completely kicked the straw to the hole, to the curb.
Yeah.
Huh.
They apparently care very much about the turtle.
And that's fine, but I thought now wasn't the time.
Well, apparently it is.
I feel like there's mixed messages. That's what I feel.
The mixed message started when they dropped pumpkin spice in August.
Yeah, right? And then that threw everything off. Now we're going to take away the straw. Because you know what? You don't get pumpkin spice and the straw. We gave you pumpkin spice in August.
Damn it.
Right? That's
Bring
how it
back the
goes.
straw. No, I don't care.
No.
Straw, no straw, whatever.
Whatever, right? We just learned to adapt, right?
I'm totes over it.
That's how humans learn to live with a thumb, right? We went from no thumb to getting a thumb, and we're okay. We became okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So Joanna Gains, I don't know who she is, but she's like somebody.
She's okay. Slow your roll for just a sec.
Okay.
Joanna Gains is very famous on HGTV. Her and her husband have a show called Fixer Upper. Huge. Rock and roll. They were the rock and roll stars of HGTV.
So I don't watch HGTV.
I know. So I do.
Okay.
And they got pretty famous really quick. Great show. Really cute. This whole thing in Texas. And then they went off HGTV, and now they have their own network. And she's written 2 books. She's a decorator. He's a builder. They have a business.
She's all that, is she?
She a little bit all that. She's got her own like home decor stuff and everything.
Well, then I guess it makes sense why I came across some stuff of hers I was reading on my phone in an article that wasn't a book, something about her. And she has listed a few of what she feels are the tackiest home decor mistakes of 2020.
Oh.
Can I share?
Sure.
Fake plants.
Aw.
Ruffled furniture skirts. How many old people are going to be unhappy with that?
I know, but I agree.
Right? I agree. Bold colored walls.
Yeah, people need to calm down.
That's done, right? That's done. I feel that maybe the bold colored walls maybe left when my mom left. Probably. I think that should have been the sign, right? Get that peach and teal and Navajo. Get rid of it, right? Wendy's gone. She gone.
Gone.
Brick looking wallpaper.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad. Weird lamps. Bookcase looking wallpaper.
That's weird.
Which I think is funny because in the year of the Zoom, everybody's got a big bookcase. Everybody's home lives in a library, right? So if I was to do Zoom right now, I'm going to put a screen behind that makes me look like I have fancy books and I'm in a library because that's what everybody does.
You have a bookcase behind you. It's full of royal stuff.
It's royal family stuff. So yeah, that's true too. That's a good point. Good point, Samantha. Right? So I don't know. There's some home decor things, and then. This is more up my alley, right? And I thought of you, right? I'm always thinking of you. Always thinking, as a friend, how can I help make Sam's life better and easier? And I came up with it. Sheet pan chicken. Right? All you're going to do, Samantha, is you're going to cook your chicken breasts on a cookie sheet. And you're going to put your potatoes and carrots on the same cookie sheet. And that's the perfect meal for you because it's only one dish. And I think even you... We'll wash it. Right? So I thought of you. I'm like, oh my God, that screams Sam. One dish. I guess if you wanted, you could eat off it too.
What? No, probably not.
That might be hot on your lap.
It might be.
Right? But it's called sheet pan chicken.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome, right? I'm always thinking of you. And now I'm thinking of me. And I'm craving crinkle fries and gravy.
Oh, you know what that screams of though?
What?
Rink food.
Oh, maybe I'm getting into my rink food season.
When I think crinkle fries and gravy, I think rink food for some reason.
And it has to be crinkle. I saw a picture and I'm like, oh my God, I need the crinkle fries. Right? Because back when I was a kid in Stayner, Ontario, let me take you back, Samantha, there was a restaurant. It was called the Golden Apple.
Ooh.
And in a wooden bowl, they used to make crinkle fries with gravy. And my dad and I would go and we would put vinegar and ketchup on them, and it was so good. And I've just been feeling like some crinkle fries and gravy.
Yeah. Well,
and now let's throw in a rink burger.
Oh, God. Well, things would have to be open for that to happen.
I know.
But speaking of the best fries I've ever had in my life, it goes back. Let me take you back on a journey when Samantha used to live in the valley of British Columbia.
Okay.
Way, way back.
All right.
Back in the day.
I feel like this is like a Bill and Ted, like doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo. Yeah.
It's a cafe that actually still exists in Penticton called the E-Light Cafe. And we used to go there, like the whole fam jam, my grandma and all those people and my family. We used to go there, and it was a big deal. It was like it's sort of like our little spot. And you could get the best banana cream pie.
Oh.
And then I would always get the home cut fries with gravy.
So what is a home cut fry?
Oh, it's just delightful.
Like, is that a wedge?
No, it's like a home cut fry. It's a fry, but it's like from the potato.
So like a New York fry?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah,
okay.
But it was like the bomb, and that's what I always remember as a little kid. We'd go there for dinner, and we were allowed to have French fries and gravy. If that's all we wanted, that was okay, and we could have pie after.
Isn't it so funny how we just remember like food?
Yeah,
like
but
in
it was
restaurants from when we were kids.
What we did as a family.
Like what we used to do as a family, we used to go, there was a restaurant and it was on the highway, and we used to go and you'd have the wooden platter, and it was like one pork chop, one piece of sausage, one cabbage roll. It was like so weird, right? And it was like the wooden platter. But then I remember going to this other hamburger place in town, and we used to get what was called the Big Bronco, and it was like they deep fried their burger, the patty. Oh, and then they had the perfect barbecue sauce. So good. So good.
There was the O&O Drive-In, in Osuyas, which doesn't exist anymore. And that was the other closest thing for us, because it was like 10 minutes away from where we lived. And you could sit in your car and they would come to you and they would take your order and the food would come to you. And it had the best burgers. Yeah.
Nice.
And I remember us doing that as a family.
So as good as food is now,
sometimes it's almost the experience.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a big part of the experience.
It's a combination of both.
Do you think that's what people love about the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe? Do you think it's the experience? Like, do you think we're still delivering on that?
Yes, because it's so unique for something that has never come to fruition.
Right? Right? Like, I wonder how many people go around, like, Googling it. Like, where is this? Like, I listen to this podcast. Where is this Boom Baby Bakery, Cafe, and Eatery? Right? I betcha.
It's all in
soon you're
Lisa's
gonna
mind.
hear Bobby Flay's going to open it up, and I'm going to be pissed. I need to trademark it, I think. Right? Somebody's going to get it, and all of a sudden it's going to be on an episode of You Gotta Eat Here, or Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, right?
Yeah. Boom, baby.
There. Yeah.
Oh,
right?
my God.
It's going to be there. I know it.
Okay. But since we're talking about potatoes.
Yeah.
Hash browns. Yay or nay? And then what type of hash browns?
Well, you and I differ in our hash brown preferences.
Yes, we do.
Which makes me think we need to go for a breakfast soon. Right? I feel like we haven't had a breakfast in a while.
No, we haven't.
Right? And I think maybe it's breakfast time.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, back to the hash browns, Samantha.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say I like shredded.
Ugh.
And you hate shredded.
I hate shredded.
I know. I don't know why. I never ever
It's a waste.
understood,
It's a waste of eating.
You.
No,
Why?
it's a waste of eating.
It's
No,
crusty and crunchy.
I like my potato in a square or in
or
like
a chunk.
or a chunk, like a home style potato kind of type thing.
And I hate that potato.
Yeah, it's like that kind of hash brown. Or
I like a patty.
Yeah, but not every hash brown patty fast food thing is great.
No, McDonald's I think is the only one. In my opinion.
Yeah,
You know.
Tim Hortons isn't bad.
Tim Hortons, to me, they're using an herb. They're using an herb that my palate can taste and doesn't appreciate.
Oh my God, an oib.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's using an oib.
An oib. Yeah, because you and I, we don't agree on the shape of a potato.
No, we don't, right? We are not potato compatible. We never have been.
We are not
right?
potato compatible.
We are not potato. It's so funny, right? Like, I mean, not that we're really compatible in much, but chalk potatoes up to the not compatible list. Nope, not potatoes either, guys.
Yeah. One of us hates clowns, the other one is okay with them.
I hate clowns.
You know, we're getting into that.
All clowns.
We're getting into that season where there might be a haunted house, eh?
Oh,
and
God.
If only that haunted house had clowns. Oh, the one we went to did.
I'm hoping that the pandemic lasts a little bit longer. I need the pandemic around till November the 1st. That's my time frame for
God,
it.
I wish I could have recorded it because it was precious.
You know what?
I've never laughed so hard.
There's a reason why I don't pack heat, why I don't carry a loaded gun, because I would have killed the clown, right? I find no humor in it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're funny. I don't think that you look cute. I don't find nothing, right? I'm just angry and full of rage, Mr. Clown. So stop following me.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Because I got a gun in my pocket and I'm not afraid to use it. That's what I feel. I think I would be like. I think I'd be crazy.
Okay, there's something else that amuses me as well lately.
Okay.
How's car shopping going?
Oh, God. You know, I thought we were making progress.
Oh, no.
We're not.
Oh, God.
We're not. No, we're not. Negotiations failed. Negotiations fell. They fell through. They fell through hard.
Okay.
Just like a kid walking on the ice when they shouldn't. They fell through. You know, we're never going to agree. What we can agree on is that we don't want a red vehicle. That's our agreement. We don't want a red car.
You already decided you wanted a white or a silver car.
Yeah, I know. But I think we're okay if we don't go white again. Silver, yes. There's nothing that is going to make both of us happy because too many kilometers, too expensive. I can find some really nice looking cars that look really, really cute and fun, but they're too old and too many kilometers. He can find some cars that look really, really nice and really, really fun, but guess what? They're too expensive, so that's where we're at.
Uh-oh.
Kind of surprising that we took out another year on the marriage.
Considering.
Right? Because the last time, friends of the podcast, we went car shopping, right? We had our own vehicles. Now we're a single car family.
Yes. And
Right?
now you must agree.
And like Samantha and Lisa, who aren't compatible in a lot of things, neither are Mike and Lisa. Not super compatible, right? Right? That's just been a fact for 20 years.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're going to do. I said, right, to spend $30 on one car, why can't we each get a car at $15,000?
Yes.
And then I have a car and you have a car. Well, we don't need two cars. And we don't.
No.
Right?
But why would you spend $30,000 on a car?
Okay, here's the exact reason. Well, why would you buy an older car? Because then you're just buying somebody else's problems. How do you answer that?
But do you have to spend $30,000 on a car?
Right? No, but even to get like a 2018 car, like say like a Hyundai car, is still the better part of like $22,000. Yeah. That's not even brand new. That's 2 years old. Or 3 years, actually, as Mike says, because you know what? It was built 1 year.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not. Why can't we just keep driving the same horrible white piece of trash one that we're driving now? Still works. I don't care, right? You know what I feel, right? Right? Look good in the front. Trailer park trash in the back. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. I don't look in the back. It doesn't bother me.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't care. I still think I look really cool. Okay. And then until I realize, I'm sure I really don't.
You don't.
I'm sure people are wondering, like, my God, like, where did they steal that from?
Uh-huh.
Right? Isn't that so crazy? Okay, but here, now that we're talking to cars, Samantha. Okay, let's pretend you win a contest.
Okay.
And you can drive any car you want for a month or be chauffeured What do you pick?
Drive any car for a month.
And I'm going to be chauffeured.
I knew it.
I'm going to be chauffeured. I'm taking the ride, thanks. Right? I'm taking a ride. Yeah.
I would rather drive my own car.
No, because do you remember the time that in Ontario, remember that I rented a car and all they had was a Mustang?
Yes.
And friends of the podcast, if you've been listening to the podcast over the last 3 years, you know, I don't always have good luck when I go to rent a car, right? Because I just want the economy car. I don't want the upgrade, even though they think they're doing a good thing. To me, they're not. They're insulting me. And I got this Mustang, and it was way too much car. And I actually took the Mustang back and said, I want a different car. You would keep the Mustang.
I would have kept it.
I'm like, I don't want it. People are like, hey, lady, I love your car. No, I hate this car. I hate it. Right? Somebody's going to key it, and I'm going to have to pay for it. The car just screams trouble.
Yes. Oh,
Just
my
saying.
God.
I'm
Okay.
taking a ride.
Okay. Calm down now.
All right.
Take a moment.
All right. I got to gather. Whew. I get
Are you
worked up about renting cars.
Yes, I know.
Right?
Okay. Let's think of something else.
Okay.
The Emmys are coming up on Sunday. Are you watching them? Because it's virtual. So how exciting is that?
I don't know. Am I over it? There's a part of me that wants to see what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a part of me that likes to watch those award shows for all the glamour.
The glam. Oh, yeah, because,
Glam.
you know.
No glamour
get
on
all-
your couch.
No.
Right? So I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm going to watch it to see what it's like.
I suppose.
I can't imagine committing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, because I was watching the American Country Music Awards.
Yep.
And it's all virtual, too. Like,
Right. And how is that?
it's okay. Well, because it
But
has
not the
music. It has music,
Yeah, so that's
right?
different.
The Emmys will
That's-
be
Yeah.
mildly boring.
Yeah, not quite as good, I don't think, right?
Potentially, no.
So, Tuesday, November the 10th. You got plans?
I'm sure I do.
Do you?
I don't.
If you don't, you could watch the new season premiere of This Is Us.
Oh, you know, I don't care about that show. You care about it way too much.
Will I cry or won't I?
Who's to say? Maybe it's
Did I
WTO.
cry last season?
I think you came close.
I came close. I came really close. I think I had to look away and do a couple deep breaths. I had to deep breathe and really stay focused.
Uh-huh.
Right? I don't think I let them get to me though.
No.
I don't think so. So
No.
that's what I'm doing on November 10th. Because,
Okay.
you know, that's my goal with that show. Okay. Masked Singer. Yay or nay?
Ugh.
I don't know if I can do it.
I don't know.
don't Right? I don't think I can bring the Masked Singer and still be watching Carol Baskin at the same time.
That's too much. You know what? That's the problem is that's all that's coming back as reality shows.
Yeah. It is. It is.
Huh. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And then
I'm
there's
gonna
a new
s- I'm gonna
singing
say
show
no.
out by Ken Jeong too.
Oh yeah.
Right? The We See Your Voice or something?
Your boy.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Something like that? We See Your Voice?
I see. How do you even know? Oh my
Right.
God. Seriously?
It's something really horrible.
I don't even understand that.
I don't understand it, but that one I may watch.
Just because it's Ken Jeong.
Because it sounds like, really? You see my voice? Interesting. Interesting. I don't think you see my voice. I think you hear my voice. I don't think you see my voice.
So you're looking at the person and you're trying to judge whether or not they can sing,
Like maybe
carry a tune.
I don't know, because then is that not like The Voice or like American Idol?
I don't know.
I need to know what the spin is.
That's the spin is, I look at you and I see your voice.
I see your voice. And I'm like, I don't think you see my voice. I'm just saying, I don't think you see my voice.
Oh my God,
Right?
that is so weird.
Sammy, can you see me? No, I can't. Right? You can't see me.
No.
You can't see my voice.
Not well, anyways.
No, exactly.
Okay. The Golden Girls premiered this week, 1985.
Wow. Hey,
Does that date us or what?
Samantha, thank you for being a friend. Get it? You get it? Travel down the road and back again. Right? That does completely dates us. Completely dates us. Because how old were we in 1985?
I was still in high school.
Yeah, I was too.
So I was probably like 17.
Wow. Did you watch the show?
Yeah, I love the Golden Girls.
I know, I did too. My mom used to love it too, so we all watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and
fun.
who was your favorite?
Blanche.
Yeah, they all were. You know what? They all were so unique, those gals, hey?
They were all fun.
Yeah, they were all like pretty funny.
I love them.
I know, they were good. I quite enjoyed them. I thought that was very smart writing.
Is Betty White the only one still alive?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so weird.
Yeah, and she old.
And she old.
She old.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can watch episodes of the Golden Girls on Hulu or Amazon Prime?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, they're back.
Wow.
This is so funny because my boss was like so excited because she's like, I'm going to watch the Golden Girls. And I'm like, what?
Is this for the first time?
No, because she just,
okay.
because it's like an old show that she used to watch.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's funny. It's funny how certain generations are attached to certain things, right?
Yeah, to certain things, absolutely. Right, like us in Happy Days.
Oh, Happy Days.
Right, right. Joni loves Chachi, even though you didn't like it.
No, I didn't like that.
So speaking of old shows, right? Here's another old TV icon. Bob Newhart turned 91. Do you remember the Bob Newhart show?
Oh my God, that was the best.
When we were in university, we used to play the drinking game, and it was like, hello, Bob, right? So every time you'd watch this show, and every time Bob Newhart would walk into the room and somebody would be like, hi, Bob, you had a drink. So like I feel very at one with Bob Newhart. 91.
Oh my God.
Any excuse to drink back then, right? You know, Sting's song, the Police song, Roxanne, right? You'd have your two groups of people, even if let's hypothetically say it's just me and you, right? No, I don't think you would never play this because you're too smart. You'd be like, I'm not getting involved in that. Me and the HHG, I could see us doing that with our glasses of wine, right? Roxanne, turn on the red light. Every time somebody says it, you drink your drink. Right? You would not fall for that because you are the smart one in the group. Right? You're the level-headed. Nope. I am not drinking every time. Roxanne, you don't have to turn on the red light. Comes on, right? You're not doing it.
Nope.
You're not doing that, right? You're not falling for that.
No, but you know what? There's no good male comedians anymore.
Not really, you know.
Not like Bob Newhart, because he didn't have to. Like, he was just nuanced. Like, everything
or like
he
a
did.
Dick Van Dyke, right?
Yeah. Like, those guys were just hilarious.
They were just some funny guys. Right? And Bob Newhart, so dry, right?
Yes.
He's so dry. It's hilarious. It's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Your husband's a little like that, though.
A little bit like that. So on my Soap General Hospital, right now, Sonny Corinthos' dad, who's in the middle of dying, his name is Mike. He actually, see if you remember this, he played on the TV show, he was one of the detectives, he was Wojciechowicz from Barney Miller.
What?
Yes! And now he's like old man and on GH.
Get out.
Yeah, isn't that hilarious?
I can't believe I remember Wojciechowicz.
I know, right? And Barney Miller. And I watched an episode of Barney Miller one Saturday, right? Because it was on, they play all these old shows, and I'm like, oh yeah, still a good show.
Barney Miller.
Right?
Huh.
Yeah, that was fun.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore.
They don't make them like that, Samantha.
Oh, that made me sound old. Oh, well.
It did. Right? They threw away the mold. Right?
Okay, but I got something fun for you.
Okay.
Apparently, recently, Chris Evans, do you know who he is? Okay.
I do.
He's Mr. Captain America.
Yeah.
Accidentally, allegedly, leaked his own dick pic.
And that's why one should not have that picture on their phone.
And some may say that he has saved 2020.
Interesting.
And according to what I read, the consensus is his dick is lit.
Ooh. But now the picture's gone.
The picture's gone.
Picture's gone, right? Yeah. Yeah. I saw in my friend Shannon Cox's Facebook page, she said, just asking for a friend who doesn't have social media or the internet. If anybody has a copy of that picture, could they send it? And I'm like, good try there, buddy. Good try. Right? I'm like, good going, right? Good going.
My God. But
That's
you know
funny.
what? You know what is really funny is that he did it to himself.
Yep.
Go figure.
Which is hilarious.
Right. And everybody was like, oh, Chris. Oh, and they were really good to him. But when a woman's naked pictures get released.
Oh my God. She's like slammed, right?
They get ripped apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a very different, it's a double standard.
A little bit.
Yeah. That needs to change.
But I'm not going to lie. I would have liked to see the picture.
I wouldn't have minded. Right? I feel like, damn, like the one day that I'm not on social media and I miss out. That's what I miss out on?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
The world's not fair.
Maybe Chris could hook up with Jana Duggar. She's looking for a man.
Jana Duggar from like Counting On, like
yes.
From The Duggars.
The Duggars. She's 30, single, and willing to mingle now with anyone.
So is she saying that she's just happy to be invited to play?
I don't know.
Is that where she's going? Right?
Apparently, she's been getting a lot of questions lately as to why she's not married. She's the oldest one.
But the problem is, and this has been back in the day when I used to watch the show for like crazy reasons.
Uh-huh.
The problem is that she always was kind of like the second mom, right? She was kind of like the caretaker. She's like the babysitter.
Yeah.
So I think now everybody's had babies and now it's her turn, right? That's what I think's happening.
Yeah. So
Weird.
She's apparently open to potentially leaving Arkansas.
Wow.
And finding her man, wherever her man
Swipe
might be.
left or right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I'm just like, girl, you need to run away.
But now, because this is her chance, right? Because if not, you're going to find one and you're going to have 24 babies like the rest of your sisters have had.
Well, she better hurry up because she's 30.
Hi, her mom's still having babies, I'm sure.
Oh, don't.
That's the Lord's work.
Ugh.
The Lord decides when you're done having babies.
Yeah, that's not right.
Right?
I think your body can only take so much.
I don't know. I'm thankful the Lord decided I never needed babies. Right? The Lord knew. The Lord knew something I didn't know. Right? They're absolutely that Lord. He's smart.
He's smart.
He's a smart dude. Yeah.
Okay, but okay. Does anybody remember who Paris Hilton is?
Like vaguely.
Vaguely. Right? Because wasn't it Lionel Richie's daughter, Nicole Richie, used to run around the same... Yes, they had her
Life or something.
Yeah, the reality show and all this kind of jazz. Well, apparently, she needed to do... There's a documentary on her life.
On Paris Hilton's life?
Yes, called This is Paris.
She must be 42.
I don't know. And it's a YouTube documentary, so I'm assuming it's getting released on the YouTube. She had like a screening for it or something.
Yeah.
And there was no social distancing whatsoever.
Oh,
she had like, and I thought little dogs in purses were like not happening anymore. I thought the trend was over, but apparently just carrying your fluffy dog thing with you.
Because she's the one who started the trend.
Yeah.
So she brought it back.
It can stop anytime.
Yeah.
Why are you putting a dog in a purse?
Why are you putting a dog in a purse?
Why are you putting a dog in a purse?
It's okay that we've decided dogs can be in the sweaters, but it's fine for the dog to have sweater weather, but it's got to end. It can't be in the purse.
Well, and apparently the whole documentary is about the trauma she dealt with as a child and a teen.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that maybe she didn't have rough patches.
I'm not saying either, but do we need or care about Paris Hilton? Do we not have bigger things to, potentially watch?
What if somebody's going to make that story? I want Tori Spelling's story. I want to know what's gone on there. That's the story I'm waiting for. Is the Tori Spelling one?
Yeah, that's probably a good
Paris
one.
Hilton. I think Paris Hilton. I think you've forgotten about.
Well, and that's what I was wondering is like she hasn't been in the media. All of a sudden, she's like back in the media, and I'm like,
I don't want her back.
What does she do? What exactly does Paris Hilton do?
Nothing. Does she have to be back?
I don't know.
Huh. I don't want her back.
I'm just saying.
I don't want her back.
All right.
Samantha, do you ever wonder how they decide hurricane names?
No.
I was watching this on the news, right? Because it's hurricane season. Apparently, every 6 years, the list of names repeat, but they say that they don't include particularly destructive names, right? Or particularly, destructive storms. Those names are retired.
Okay.
Why are most of them women's names?
I don't know.
And where is Hurricane Samantha? Because it exists, friends. It exists. It is a real thing. I've seen it. I've seen the tornado version. I've seen the hurricane version. I've seen the earthquake version. I've seen it in a lot of different natural disasters. I've seen it.
Stop it.
Just saying.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, because how come there isn't like Hurricane John or Tornado Henry?
Because those are boring. Right?
Or Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
Weird,
why does it have to be Karen or Hannah?
Hannah's a big one.
Amber.
Yeah, right? I don't know. It just seems weird, eh? It seems weird.
They can't bring Katrina back because that was a big
bad
storm.
One. That was a destructive one.
Or Sandy.
Yeah. So then I guess if you are the new tornado or the new hurricane and you've already been used, are you kind of like the loser of the hurricanes? Because you were used once, but you weren't so destructive to not get retired.
Potentially.
Right? So you're kind of like the last kid picked for Farmer in the Dell in public school, right? Right? The rat takes the cheese. You're the cheese.
The rat takes the cheese. The rat takes the cheese. That's what happened,
right? Tell me that game wasn't like about not being very inclusive and nice and caring, right? That was good. Those weren't good. Those weren't good games when we were kids.
Dodgeball's not a good game.
No,
you're literally throwing a ball at someone.
Yeah, and you're trying to maim them. Yes, you are. Right? Did you know that you know how I love Dunkaroos, right? The little cookies with the icing. Did you know that now there's Dunkaroo flavored beer?
What is wrong?
Actually, I don't know. There's a Dunkaroo, and it's actually there's a Dunkaroo beer, and it flusters me because why are you doing this to my Dunkaroos? It's a Dunkaroo beer, and it's made of cookies and icing.
That just seems really bad.
It's like messing with the hot dog. Don't touch it. If it ain't broken, don't
fix it. Yeah.
Don't fix it. Not everything needs to be fixed. Right? We don't need no handyman here fixing things. Leave the Dunkaroos alone. Leave the beer alone. Leave the cookies with icing alone. Leave the hot dogs alone.
Oh my God, people.
Right? That's what I'm saying, Samantha.
This is what happens when we have too much time in our hands.
Yeah, right. I mean, I get it, right? We love the Labradoodle, but let's anything else other than that. That's maybe was the last decision we should be making where we're combining things forcefully.
Well,
right.
I like the Labradoodles.
I know, but we don't need to do it with every dog.
No, that's true.
Right? We don't need to try it. We don't need to be that curious, do we?
No, we don't.
No, we don't, right? We just don't.
We just don't.
So you know what, Samantha? Some things just need to be left the hell alone. Right? Right? What was that song by Pink Floyd? Hey, teacher, leave that kid alone. So it's kind of like that, right? Just leave it alone. Right? You ever just read something like it's like when you see that picture with the hot dog and you're just like you're cringing and one eye open, right? Because you know that it's not good.
No,
right?
Okay, but I think we need to segue into can people live without sauces? I don't think they can. I really don't. I thought about it. I'm like, could you eat? No, you need a sauce. No, you need a sauce.
Because you wanted to prove me wrong, right?
I wanted to prove.
In your heart, you're like, they can, Lisa.
They can, but they really can't.
No.
Okay, I say no, they cannot live without sauces. Why? French fries. Without ketchup? Not happening. Your crispy sweet potato fries without the aioli?
Without the aioli?
Right?
I don't even know what an aioli is, and it's way out of my wheelhouse, but I love it, and it needs to be with the sweet potato fry. Right?
Exactly.
Right? What about eggs Benny with no hollandaise?
Oh my God. Then
That's
it's
just eggs.
It's an egg on a muffin.
Just an egg on a muffin. That's just dry. Right? That's a hairball. That's not good. It's not good.
Pulled pork without your 5 different barbecue sauces.
Right?
No.
Samantha, turkey with no cranberry.
Or gravy. Potatoes
Right?
without gravy.
Right? Roast beef with no horseradish.
What?
Right?
Don't talk about that. Hot dogs without ketchup, mustard, or relish.
Like, who does that?
What's the point of a hot dog?
There's no point. What's the point of anything without a sauce? Anything. My meatballs without the Diana sauce.
Or meatballs and spaghetti without a sauce. It's a pasta and a meatball.
And nobody wants to eat that.
That's you don't eat it without a sauce.
No, what makes it is the sauce.
Yes.
And that's what the thing is. Here, okay, no. Oh, I tell ya.
Chicken parm
Oh,
without
with
the
no
tomato. With no tomato.
You can't have it without the tomato.
Big chicken without the tomato sauce. It's not happening.
No.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Not happening. Right? Not happening.
Pizzas without the pizza sauce.
That's just crust. That's crust.
That's dough with baked meat on it.
Yeah.
And
You
cheese.
ready for this one? Toast without even added the bare necessity. Butter. That's just bread.
That's
just
like
bread.
That's like
That's a hairball again. That's just bread. Right? It's not 1920. We don't need to eat food like that. We don't need to eat this bread. Right?
I don't think you can do it.
You can't do it.
And then I thought, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I thought Mexican food. No guacamole, no sauces, no hot sauces, no
hot
salsa,
sauce.
no sour
salsa.
cream, no nothing. And it's like, no, hi, no.
hi.
Mole sauce. Like, oh my God.
Anything, right? French toast with what? The nothing? Even if you don't like syrup, you're putting berries on it. No berries by Lisa? Right? Everything is accompanied by something.
It is. It's accompanied by a sauce.
The only thing in the whole wide world, Samantha, that isn't accompanied by a sauce, and it's fine, but it's perfectly fine, but this is the only thing I think in my mind that is cheese. If you're just cheese, you can be cheese. That's what you can be. You can live your life just as cheese. That's all you are. You're just cheese.
You're living your life with cheese, cheese, meat, and a cracker.
Cheese, meat, and a cracker. But you can't put yourself all together because it's kind of...
Well, no, it's not a sauce. It's not a sauce.
But you're combining things.
I did have a sandwich with mayonnaise on it. That's a sauce. You
That's
can't
a
have
sauce.
sandwiches without a sauce.
Can't have a sub.
Oh.
Right? No sub sauce.
No.
Right?
The world, why haven't we thought about this before? Why are we not in the sauce business?
Because I think all sauces have been invented, unless we're going to come up with a new one. Which, don't get me wrong, we certainly can mess around in the kitchen and see what we come up with. Right?
I think sauces are king, man.
But now, are you prone more to a salty, sweet, savory? I don't even care. I like any sauce. I don't even give a shit what it is.
It depends what I'm eating.
Yeah, I don't have any preference. My sauce doesn't even have to make sense.
No,
But
for
I need
you,
the sauce.
as long as you're dipping, you're good.
As long as I'm dipping, I'm good. You're absolutely right. As long as I'm dipping, I'm good.
Oh my God, I just thought of another one.
What?
McChicken nuggets.
Yes, right?
You're not eating that pressed together chicken without a sauce.
Without a sauce.
That does not make sense.
No, a stir fry without teriyaki?
No.
No, you're not doing it. They're so, right? There's
Oh my God.
I don't know. I challenge the friends of the podcast,
Yes.
right? And I'm sure somebody will come up with something. My husband doesn't use a lot of sauce on anything. He thinks, and I asked him this, and he's like, I don't put sauce on steak. I think meat should taste like meat. That's fine. You don't, Mike Gibson. You're right. You don't put sauce on steak. But you put mayonnaise on your sandwich. You put peanut butter on your toast. So it's still any condiment, it's still a sauce.
Uh-huh.
Right? That's what I feel.
That's hilarious.
I don't think you can I don't think you can live without it.
I don't think you can either. And do you want to?
No.
I wanted to prove you wrong, but I had a feeling. That
And
it
I
was
think
not-
when I said let's talk about this, I think you thought, oh God, she's just being all kind of flip. Like she got like she took 1 second to think of this, and this is going to be a joke. Mm-mm. It's serious business, my friend. Serious business, right? Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm just saying.
All right.
Just
Lisa,
saying. Samantha,
do you have an I shake my head?
I have 2.
Oh!
My first one, right? Because I'm back at work, right? So I'm working.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wearing the mask, and I'm remembering not to touch my face, right? Because you can't be a face toucher, and I'm not being a face toucher. But you know what I've become?
Huh.
An obsessed looker, because I'm obsessed with making sure that my mask is straight.
Oh my God.
That's my new obsession. Right? So I look in the mirror 100 times, right? Because I think, you know what? I think it's like if my mask is not straight, I would hope somebody would say, hey, it's a little off, right? Gotta fix that. Straighten that out, right? Because you'd just throw you off, wouldn't it? And then, so that was my mostly one. And then I got one today. And I don't even know if I can completely recall what it was. But I thought, oh, I need to bring this up because I'm shaking my head at this. The McMuffin chicken, the McChicken, the McMuffin. Did you see that commercial for McDonald's?
No.
It's, okay, the Egg McMuffin, but it's a chicken.
Why?
The Chicken McMuffin. That's what it's called, the Chicken McMuffin. What is that?
For breakfast?
Yeah, that is not necessary and not appreciated.
Why am I eat chicken in the morning?
Right? Because it had, there's the English muffin, then it had the cheese, and then it had the chicken. No.
I'm going to pass.
And I don't want a cheese slice on my chicken, thank you.
No.
Ew. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. That's weird.
I might have more to say about it next week when I see more about it.
Okay.
That's I
All
just
right.
saw it today. What about you, Samantha? Got a nice shake my head?
Okay. So I got a question. I got 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
1, why does fall make me want to clean my closets out?
Oh,
And 2, could it be just to add in fall clothes?
okay. Do you need to simmer down?
Nope.
You need to.
But
okay.
I've been staring at my closets, the one in my bedroom and in my hall, and I'm like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I have the urge to purge.
Yeah, I think that's okay, but that's usually more spring.
I know. And I
Yeah.
think it's because I'm watching the show on Netflix called The Home Edit.
Oh, okay.
They're the 2 ladies that have this business in Nashville, I think, and they basically have the business. They've driven it all through social media, and now they've done like a Netflix show
Yeah.
about what they do because they have like famous clients and stuff.
Okay.
And they make me want to be organized. I have no clue how to do that.
As
And
opposed to every other show that you watch about organization, because
I
you
don't
go
know.
through this all the time.
I know, and I'm like,
Right?
I think
Okay.
it's just my newfound obsession with like, because they have like containers, and this is the container that you put here, and this is what.
Don't become container happy.
I'm not.
Joanna Gains says that it's not cool. She says it's not good. I didn't mention it because I thought, oh, it could offend people because I know a lot of people store things in clear containers.
You read one article from Joanna Gains.
And I've said to Mike, get rid of these, right? Because I don't want these here, right?
Well, I need containers because that's my life.
Not the clear ones.
Yes.
No, she says no.
No?
Yeah.
Why?
She says no. Tacky.
Tacky. Well, she doesn't want to meet the girls from Home Edit then.
I'm just saying, right? Maybe she thinks the see-through ones are tacky, right? Maybe she thinks nobody needs to see her shit.
I don't know.
Get solid ones.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to be
I
able
say-
to see my stuff though.
Why? You're putting it,
So-
you're hiding
so
it
you-
in a container for
No,
a reason.
I'm not hiding it. Like if
You're
you
hiding
don't
it.
use it, you should get rid of it, or you should put it in storage because you don't want it anymore, right?
Yeah, so then why wouldn't you just get rid of it?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. That's another topic.
Hmm.
I shouldn't talk,
Okay.
right? I'm making room for one more.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. Samantha,
Okay.
you wanna purge. You wanna add more clothes, add the clothes.
I'm going to.
Okay.
All right.
That's all. That's
Okay. Topic for next week. This is driven by Lisa. I just need to let that be known first.
all. I'm very hungry.
Fall foods.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is on the menu to fatten us up for winter hibernation?
What are we looking at?
Are we bringing in something new? Are we going to the old? Are we twisting the old stuff? It's like, and with a twist?
You're going to have to tune in next week to find out, aren't you now? Can't give it all away right now.
No.
Right? But we're going to be doing something different.
Woo!
Right? Because it's fall 2020.
Pandemic
saying.
fall 2020.
Pandemic version. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I just want to say thank you to John because he, again, is helping us record. And that's a beautiful thing. And he does all of our audio stuff. And he makes it sound so good.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, guys, to check out our social media. You know where we are. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I shake my head with Lisa and Sam. That's
Not on
us.
the TikTok.
Not on the TikTok.
We ditched the TikTok.
We ditched it.
We're over it.
Yes. Okay.
We kicked it to the curb.
Okay.
All right, Samantha. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
The podcast that you just enjoyed is part of the Low Tree Studios podcast network. To enjoy more great podcasts, visit lowtreestudios.com.